Happy Tuesday, everybody. So, I've been doing a whole lot of minimalism videos. And a whole lot of them have been focused on physical clutter. And last week I took a bit of a pause and discussed just kind of being grateful for things and 5 things that I was grateful for. And if you missed that video, I will put a card, I think here. I think it's up here, but it might be over here. But I'll put that video up there for you and down in the description below, just so that you can catch up, just in case you missed it. If you are missing videos, maybe hit that subscribe button just to make sure you don't miss the next one. But today I'm talking about digital clutter. So I'm going to be breaking that up into a couple of different pieces. So if you find that your online life is maybe just as cluttered as your physical life, stick around. Today we're talking about email. So all the emails. I don't know about you, but personally I have more than one email. I have my personal email that I use for the majority of things. I have an email for my school stuff because my university gives me an email. I have a work email. I have an email specifically for YouTube stuff. And then I have 2 emails that I mostly use for giving out at stores because I didn't want to give out my actual email, and one time I needed to sign up for something and I didn't want to do it on my regular email, but I forgot what the password was to the other one, so I have 2 kind of extra emails, but I actually used them for stuff. So take stock of what emails you have. Which ones are yours? What do you own? Find them. If you don't know a password for it, unlock it. Forgot my password, find the password. If it's helpful for the purposes of doing this, grab a pen and a piece of paper, write down the email address and the password. Now if you're like me, at the end of this, you're going to shred that anyway. I mean, you could store it somewhere very safe, but I generally recommend, if you're going to have the account and the password written in the same place, shred it. So now that you've got all of your email accounts listed along with their passwords, so it makes it easier for you to get in, take note of what each of them is for. Are you using those accounts? If there's an account that you're not using, log into it. You can actually deactivate and just close accounts. Do that. Just permanently remove a small piece of you from the internet that way, and you have less clutter that you end up having to manage. It's actually a huge feeling of relief when you have a little less to manage that way. But let's say you're watching this and, like me, you have a lot of emails and email accounts, but you actually use them all. You can't fathom actually just closing one or 2 of them, maybe all of them, I don't know. That's fine too. Now, what I do to make my life a little bit simpler is I actually have all of my email accounts on my phone, and all of them go to one mail app. I only have one mail application, everything goes to that. I can see them all in one place. That way I'm not crowding my phone, at the very least, with the Gmail application and Outlook and 365 and all of these other things. They just all go to one app. It's a lot more straightforward that way. So if you haven't done that, I actually highly recommend it. It just makes your email life a lot less cluttered. You have one place to go, you can see everything. You can even select which account your emails are coming from when you're replying back. So there isn't really that fear of replying to a professor's email and accidentally using your personal email instead of your school email to do that. Another really easy way to help with your email digital clutter is Unroll Me. It's a free service that you log in with your email into it, and it goes through and finds all the subscriptions and lists them for you. And you have 3 options. Leave it alone, just let them come to your email as they do. Unsubscribe entirely, and it does the work for you. Or you can roll it up, which essentially just means that if you get a whole lot of newsletters and they do matter to you, you want them, maybe you can roll them up so that they all show up in one email, and that one email will come in the evening or the morning. Whatever time is convenient for you, you can set that. So far, I've only done it with my personal email, and I have unsubscribed from 42 different newsletters and websites that I was subscribed to that I didn't even know I was subscribed to. Because what is the point of staying subscribed to something if you don't want it in your life anyway? If it's just one of those emails that you see and automatically delete, why bother keeping up with that when you can just unsubscribe and not have to do it anymore? So just try it. I'm not like sponsored or anything, obviously, but I do find it really helpful. So you've gone through, you've completely closed out email accounts that you're not using. You've got all your emails in one spot, and you've unsubscribed from a bunch of subscriptions that you no longer wanted or needed in your life. Go through your old email folders. I actually had a folder for my personal email labeled Things from School Friends. I had not put anything into that folder since I was 16, and I had 3,000 emails in it. I was literally saving every email my friends sent me and shoving it in there. So as long as and tedious as it is, go through those folders. Maybe you want to keep some of them. Maybe they have useful information, they're sentimental, they have photos in them that you don't want to save to your computer or anything, but you do want access to. Keep them. But that junk that 15-year-old you thought was funny, and it's just not funny anymore, you can just delete it. Just take a deep breath, hit delete, and you'll feel a lot better. Do that for every folder. Maybe you have a folder that, like me, is just all of your cell phone bills, because I get them all online, and I just keep the email they send me, so I can see the amounts really easily. You don't have to get rid of stuff like that if you don't want to at this point. Just set it aside, but go through and make sure that that's all that's in that folder and you didn't accidentally shove something else in it. Now we're going to go to our scary inbox. Go through that very first email. Is it something you need to reply to? Reply to it. Honestly, that very frequently takes less than 2 minutes to do, and for whatever reason, we always seem to put it off. Reply to it, and then you can delete it. Get it out of your life. It's done now. You've completed that task. Look how productive you are. You completed the task. Now go through and do that for everyone. Is it something you need? File it in one of your folders. Is it something that is actionable? Do it and then get rid of it. If it's something that you need to have and is actionable but you can't do it yet, feel free to leave it in your inbox and then go look at the next one. Keep going. The idea here is to get as close to inbox 0 as you can if you can't actually reach inbox 0. This can be a mountainous task, especially if, like me, you have over 5 emails that you actually use and require in your life and you've compounded them all. Get a snack, get your drink, do it. Your email is a lot less scary when you can see the end of it And it's a lot easier to keep up with something once you've actually completed a task the first time. An example of that is dishes. If you don't do any dishes at all for a week, doing the dishes at the end of the week is kind of daunting. It's this giant pile of dishes and I don't want to touch it. Maybe we just go out to eat. But once you've done them, doing the dishes after your oatmeal in the morning, you'll have your spoon and your bowl. Maybe a pot if you make yours in a pot, but I make mine instant oats and boiling water. It's not nearly as daunting, is it? Because you've already kept up with it. You killed the mountain. Does anybody else think of Game of Thrones when I say that? Because I did. You killed the mountain! That's so impressive! So those are just some really quick tips on how to try and cut down all of your email clutter. And that's going to help lessen notifications, and I'm not even going to explain all of the positive things that can come from you just going through your email, but I challenge you to follow those steps and live those positive results for yourself. On top of that, if there is something about decluttering your email that you know about that I have missed, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Because I'm not perfect. I probably did forget something. And I would love to have it shared with me so that I can take these steps as well. Like this video if you liked it. And I make new videos every week. So I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.